I never grew up seeing my dad say anything crazy to my mom. And it just was like, you can't let them grow up like this. And then there was one night, literally a month before KJ was born. It was in January. And I
Welcome to another episode of Follow Suit. As always, I'm your host, P.O. Today, we have a very special and important episode to me. I have my beautiful little cousin, favorite. Don't tell anybody else I said that. All the way down in Texas, Miss Jazzmin. She is the creator and host of Just Healing podcast. And I haven't seen my cousin in person in some time. So I felt it was important to connect with her and talk all things life, whether it's vulnerability, growing up in a with both parents, and just touch on all types of topics. How you doing, cuz?
I'm doing really well. It has been so long since I couldn't tell you the last time we seen each other. Um, I know it probably was like 2012, 13.
No, I couldn't. No, that's way too long. It
Too
couldn't have been
long?
that long. Yeah,
Or
yeah,
maybe
yeah,
like
yeah.
2016.
I definitely met K Dot. I met your daughter. But that's because I think she was with your mom somewhere at
Yeah.
the church. So I met your daughter, but I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah. So when I come home, my mother has them kids.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
whether
yeah,
she
yeah,
going to
yeah.
church, I don't care where she gonna have them kids. So I always get told that, like, well, when you were last home, I seen K Dot. Don't know where you were. And I don't know where I was either, but I wasn't with them.
Well, so
But
that's a good thing, a segue to jump into, because with us being transplants from Cleveland to different states, people don't understand how hard it is being back home with a village and then moving out of state and not having that village. So with me and my wife, it's just us two and two kids, and it's all day. We don't got babysitters to go on dates. So when we go to Cleveland, my people
y'all
be like,
gave
"Hey
it
man,
up.
bring the kids by." No, 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 no. If you
Right.
want to see them, they're at mommy house.
Yeah.
Me and Jack, we going here. So what is that like for you? Dive into like the mental aspect of transitioning from being at home with a village and then moving out of state and pretty much having to create your own village, and to just that transition with being a parent.
Yeah. So for me, honestly, since I've been a parent, I became a parent in 2016. I've never had a village in my area.
Mm,
So I lived in Kansas City, Missouri from 2016 to 2023.
hmm
But during that time, um, my child's father's family they weren't village material. I don't think they even knew what that meant.
Okay.
So from day one, like, I mean, getting back from the hospital, it kind of was just me from that point on. Like, I was doing everything. Like, if I wanted to take a shower, I would just hope that she was laying down for a little bit. And then, early on, there were times where showers just weren't had because she would cry or she would wake
Yeah.
up. So I never really had a village. What I will say is, even though we were in Kansas City, my family was really good at traveling there
Yeah.
to provide me with like a break. And whenever they would come like for a week or sometimes longer. My sister was really good with coming. And now being in Texas with two kids, my sister holds it down. Like, she holds it down. She
Yeah.
picks up K Dot from school every single day for the most part. I'll usually work remotely like 2 days a week,
hmm
but she picks her up. I'm really involved in stuff at church. So like, she always has them when I'm rehearsing. Dallas traffic is crazy. So
I
my
would imagine.
commute is about an hour, 30 minutes.
What?
That's to and from. So to work, about an hour, 30 minutes. Coming home, about an hour, 30 minutes.
Wait a minute. So Ashley takes the kids for 5 hours a day for you to.
Well, so no. So I drop them off
Okay,
on
okay.
my way in. So I drop K Dot off at school. I drop KJ off at daycare. And then she picks Kate up from school though. So
Okay.
she gets her at 3:20ish. And then with KJ, sometimes she does have to pick him up from daycare because on the way back, sometimes that hour and a half can turn into an hour 45 or 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. So with that going on, like, because I know with me, I'm not the type of person. I feel like I'm taking advantage of something if I don't like to keep asking people over and over to do something for. They're my kids. I don't want to
Yeah,
keep leaning on other people to do things like that. So what is that like when it's like you feel? I don't know it's your sister, but still, mama got to have a life too.
right.
So like, what is that like? Trying to balance, like, hey, I actually really do need the help, but
Yeah.
I don't want to make you uncomfortable either.
So I am a recovering do it myself. Like I will find any which way reason to do it myself. Like
Hmm.
I don't like asking for help. I don't like feeling like I am a burden to someone. I mean, it can be the smallest thing. I
Yeah.
don't like asking for help. What I love about my sister is that like even recently I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna move to Dallas so that I can be closer to work, so that I can just figure all of this out so that I am the one picking her up. My sister, I don't know if it's because we 6 years apart, but she was like, you will stay 5 minutes away from me
Yeah.
until we're gonna just speak stepdaddy energy. We're gonna speak that into the atmosphere. But until that comes, you will be 5 minutes away from me. So no, I think, I don't know if that's just us, like in our relationship.
Hmm.
And that's kind of just how my family has always been. Like my mom has had like 9 siblings. But even with that, like I was always with my aunts. I was
Yeah.
like always. And so I just think that's like our dynamic.
And that's the
And
thing. Oh, my bad. My bad. Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, and I think like a lot of the times she's having to make me ask. So
Yeah.
I do be feeling like, no. That's why too I work from home 2 days a week. Like I even told my boss, like, look, we gotta figure something out. Like
Hmm.
that's 5 days a week.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
And see, for me, and you know me personally, to the family, I'm PJ, and I love the kids. Bring them here. I got you. Bring the kids
Yeah.
here. But when you are constantly like that, it's hard to transition to be the on the other end of that, where it's like, now I need you. I need you. So the asking aspect of it is very hard. We
Mhm.
did, so everybody has clarity. We're cousins through marriage. My
Right.
uncle and her cousin got married, and but your family is a lot like mine. Big family, big loving family, and there's no in-laws. It's just in love. We're
Right.
cousins in love. And grandma, rest in peace, grandma. Grandma wasn't ever having no like, this is my daughter-in-law or none of that talk. So
Hmm.
having that type of structure, and then I hear you talk about like your sister a lot, and you seem to have high praise for your sister, which I know personally you do. But on like social media or on TV and everything, they make it look like siblings always have to be something so toxic. There's always some
Yeah.
sort of envy between siblings. So can you just touch on the importance of having a strong sibling, the importance of having a great relationship with your sibling, and most importantly, how that impacts you and the way you walk through life?
Yeah. So number one, um, my parents always told me and my sister, like, at the end of the day, when we're gone, you two will be the only one who knows us, who knew what it was like to be with us. And like even last year, losing my dad, like we experienced that. It was like no one else gets this but her.
Yeah,
So and I don't know if it's the age gap, but we've never had like, okay, let me not lie. When we
I'm about
were
to say,
young,
come on
when
now,
we were
come on.
younger, when we were younger, I was the problem.
That's big of
I,
you to say that.
yeah, oh, I was very petty, very petty.
Still,
Um, a little bit is still in there,
yeah,
but no. When it comes to like just like in like it was petty stuff. Like we've never like gone. I've never been jealous of her, and I don't
yeah,
think she's ever been jealous of me. Like, even us being 6 years apart, like I'm the one with kids. She doesn't have kids yet. She does obviously want to start a family, but she also just got married. But I think just even with that, like just these different transitions we've gone through and how close we've gotten since, we've gotten closer in
Hmm.
age, both became adults. I can honestly say we've never struggled with that. But I also think it's because our parents never. I think sometimes in those toxic siblings relationships, you can see the dynamic of the parents pitting children together, and it
Yeah.
starts young. They never did that. So I think we just carried on that very healthy sibling relationship.
Yeah. And I'm not just saying this because you on the show, but you got the coolest parents. Shout out to RIP to
Yeah.
Uncle Duck.
Yeah.
Uncle Duck, man, every time I seen him, he had his chest hair out
Yeah.
and his chains on. And he always talking some type of shit. And it was always good to see him. And it was just like, man, with my guy, I always want to sit by him at the cookout and
Yeah.
just have a conversation because he gonna have some sort of
Some commentary.
something. And then Auntie, she that flirty Auntie, like, hey, that's my handsome nephew. I love seeing Auntie all the time. I didn't know Auntie's name for a long time. It was just Auntie.
Auntie. Yeah.
Yeah. So having that relationship and you touching on your dad passing, which that's the ultimate fear for anybody, right? You losing somebody. Me being a father, having a great relationship with my daughter and my kids in general, but with my daughter, you always know that daddy-daughter relationships are very, very precious. I saw y'all relationship and how close y'all were. Um, can you dive into the importance of a little girl's development having their father? Because obviously they learn all the motherly things and all the womanly things from their mom, their instincts, their mannerisms, how to act like a lady. But what's the importance of having the significance of having a present father in a young girl's life?
Yeah. I think it's everything. Um, I don't know life without him. So like even these days, like grieving is so weird because like I know, but then I don't be telling myself all the time. I just be like, oh, we just, we haven't talked, or,
I ain't seen them. Yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't seen him. Yeah. And I think honestly, being so far away from like 2012, that helps because it's like I'm kind of used to not seeing him. So that really helps. But I just think that relationship just from the start is so important. Like I feel like it just shapes everything. Like it shapes everything. And I know like I feel I don't want to discredit though like the fact that it can be really, I wouldn't say any, but male figures in little girls' lives. So rather that
Hmm.
be uncles, godfathers, like I just think that male positive figure is just so important because it shapes everything. But on the other end, I will also say shout out to your mother. Because I love me some Aunt B so much.
Shout
But I
out to
also
mommy.
think being in this most recent relationship, because I never knew toxic parents at all, I've actually started to just see the importance of a mother figure, like a healthy mother in a man's life, like from a little boy. Like, I think it may be more important than a dad.
Yeah. So the importance of a
Yeah.
mother to a man than a
Yeah.
father to a daughter. I
Yeah.
would say well, obviously, I have a great relationship with my mom, and my mom's actually having her retirement party tonight back in
I
Cleveland. I
know.
hate, I hate that I can't be there, so it's bittersweet. But I'm very, very proud of my mom, and my mom, with all of us, not just me, but I know with me personally, like she showed me, and we never really had talks about like this is how you treat a woman, and this is
Hmm.
how you. Actually, Auntie Nita did that for me. Nita would always, RIP Auntie Nita, Nita would always talk to me about that. But my mom just showed me love and showed me nurturing and showed me like, this is how you can have a relationship with a woman, or this is the type of woman that you should aspire to have. So I always, growing up, when you don't see somebody who moves in the way that your mom looks or moves, then you don't find that as acceptable. So you're not just chasing anything you see on social media if you have a
Right.
close respect and you value your mom. So if your mom is IG thotting it up, then he's probably going to think that's attractive and be attracted to it. My
Hmm.
mom wasn't like that. My mom's God fearing. My mom is God fearing. She spoke life into us. She always told us we can talk to her, and she always held herself with class. No, she's not perfect, but I always looked like, okay, whenever I find a wife, I want her to be God fearing, have morals about herself, and treat herself with class. I don't want her name to be slandered out in the streets or anything like
Right.
that. So, and my mom's a Cancer, and so is my wife. So yeah,
So that just is a win-win.
it's
Yeah,
a win-win.
I just with this last experience, I just really seen the value of like when a man does not have that love from his mom. Like it's like no matter what woman you get with, you will not like her. Like,
Well, yeah, because I'll teach my daughter, um, if he don't love his mom, the woman who gave him life, what make you think he's going to respect and treat you a certain way?
mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
that's the number one thing. And same with my son too. Like if you are dating a girl and she lives with her parents and she don't have respect for them, what
Mm-hmm.
makes you think that's not cute? That's not attractive in my eyes. You want somebody that has some sort of humility and things like that. And now there's other things, obviously, but
Right.
um, so when you talk about this last relationship, because I know you were married and you're officially divorced, right?
No,
Oh, sorry.
actually 17 days.
In 17 days?
17 days.
Okay, well, I sorry. I didn't know. I didn't know, cousin.
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
No, it was supposed to be over like 2 years
Am
ago.
I allowed to talk about this?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you talk about toxic relationships and like splitting up from your husband, that's a very, very big deal. Every little girl dreams of like, oh, one day I'm gonna get married. I can't wait to do this at my wedding. I can't wait to have that at my wedding. But a lot of them, I don't think about what the marriage is gonna look like. They just more so think about what the wedding is gonna look like. So,
Hmm.
what are some things that, from your opinion, because you talk about healing a lot, what's some things that can everybody knows cheating and stuff like that, but what are some other things that can really harm a marriage to drive somebody to a breaking point?
Yeah. So we were an interesting case. I don't know if you know how I got pregnant.
Well, I went to school, so I know how people get
Well,
pre.
no. Okay.
So, uh,
So me and my sister treated my mom to a 60th birthday party on a
mhm.
cruise. You know, cruises, lots of things happen. You have
Oh my God.
drinks, you have you lots of things happen on a cruise.
Yes.
And so things happened on the cruise. And K Dot was conceived on the cruise
Ah,
by a total
got it.
stranger.
Oh
Total
my God.
stranger.
Okay. Okay. I did not know this at all, actually.
Right. See? Look
Wow.
at this exclusive.
This is an exclusive. Yes. The family will be excited to see this interview.
So
I'm sorry.
yeah.
Continue with the cruise.
So I was 24 years old, but when I found out like I was pregnant, I was terrified to tell my parents. Like you would have thought I was 14. Like I was just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
there's no way I can't. And mind you, too, there was a piece of me that was like, this isn't how this was supposed to happen. You know, like I wouldn't consider myself a goody two shoe, but I'm like,
Yeah. Not like
this,
this.
not like this. Come on,
Yeah.
like this. So I found out in like November, but I didn't tell them until Christmas because I had went home because I was still living in Arizona.
Hmm.
And so I told my sister, I'm like, we need to go sit them down. We put on some Yolanda Adams. Um, and my sister said, we need to talk. And my mom, first thing that came out my mom's mouth was, who's pregnant?
Oh yeah,
And
because
actually,
auntie,
I think she
auntie,
said,
no,
it's you. I think
auntie,
she just
no.
literally pointed to me, you're pregnant. And I was like,
Hey, but it made it easy,
it
right?
made it easy. Cause then I'm still thinking like, okay, they about to, I don't know what they was about to do. But then my dad goes, on the boat? because like he didn't go. So it was like, I sent y'all on this cruise and you come back with a baby.
Yeah, come on. Yeah.
But then seconds later, he was so excited because like I have
Yeah.
older parents. So he was just like, I'm about to be a grandpa.
Yeah.
Like I really don't.
Yeah.
I don't care. Honestly, I don't care. It's done. You're 24. I don't care. And so that is how they found out. And that
So
is how,
it's funny because in that little moment, you gave the whole personality of your parents and the love of your parents all in one. Because
yeah.
I know you have a lot of respect and love for your parents, and you being afraid to tell them as a grown woman is because like you didn't want to disappoint them. And you daddy's baby girl. You don't want to let him down.
And then
And
like having to say like it was on the boat.
yeah,
You
on the
know,
boat.
it's like
I went for a different type of ride, Pops.
I
Yes.
went for a different type of ride. Yeah.
But see, in the moment, your dad was like, damn, but I still love you. And I'm gonna show you in this moment that I still love you. And nothing that you can do or say to me is gonna change my love for you.
Right.
And that for me as a father, that's how we all feel about our kids. Like, yes,
Yeah.
like, damn. Like he probably was talking to Auntie at the end of the night, like, really on the is that what we spent our money on?
Right.
But but in the moment, it's just like I can't let her feel any type of disappointment. I can't hurt her anymore because I'm sure she already feels disappointment in herself. And we gonna show up and it's gonna be all right at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So
It's gonna work out.
as a
All
father,
right.
and people don't, again, they don't highlight black fathers, but that's what it's about. That's what we care about. We want to show love. We're gonna be there through the tough times, through the good times, and we're gonna figure it out at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Um, so as far as like that transition went,
Hmm.
you guys got married, right?
So okay, so we did not get married immediately
Well,
after.
yeah. No, I knew
Yeah,
that.
but no,
You
yes, we did get married.
you didn't elope. You didn't motorboat and elope.
No, we didn't elope. We
Okay.
had a we had a wedding.
Yeah.
I will say that there are certain things that I even knew, like preparing for the wedding, for
Hmm.
example, that like now after like talking through it with therapists and like family and friends and all of that, now I know that like that was never going to work because I was simply just acting out of shame. Like
Yeah.
I was I didn't like him like from day one. Like I was like this is just
So let's touch on that because I think a lot of people do that as well, and it's not like trapping. I don't consider that trapping. You guys were just trying
Mhm.
to make it work.
Right.
But like a lot of times people act against their morals despite what their gut is telling them
Hmm.
because they're just trying to save face. I'm not saying. Well, you let me know if you felt like you were trying to save
No,
face.
I definitely was trying to save face.
Oh, okay. So like,
Yeah, like in my mind, I was like, okay, we got pregnant on this boat, but look, we're together, like we're married. Like it was
yeah,
like, oh, see, all bad. This wasn't all bad. Like good came out of it,
love
and it
is
was
blind.
like, no, good didn't come out of this. Like,
Yeah. Well, your baby is
no,
yeah,
no,
K
no,
dot.
that
Yeah,
that part. No, I just mean more so of like the actual just staying in it,
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that just wasn't that
Well,
wasn't.
that's because like with relationships, what people don't understand when they just are looking to get married, they don't focus on the building the relationship aspect of it. Like
Mhm.
moving out of state with my wife, it's just us down here, so we do everything together. But a lot of people that can tear them apart. That made us
Yeah.
closer because we sit there and have good conversations, bad conversations, uncomfortable conversations, funny conversations. We go through different journeys together. My wife opened up, was like, I hate that I can't swim. So I'm like,
Mhm.
shit, I can't swim either. I'm just too tall, so I don't step in water I can't
Right.
stand in. But she wanted to get swim lessons. And because I know that after spending this time with my wife and these intimate moments and learning that she has anxiety about doing stuff, I know she would have never did that alone. So I took swim lessons, swim classes with her, and we learned together. And
Mhm.
it was a great experience. We felt good. We were only people in our 30s in this class with these older people. But if we were back home in our comfortable bubble, I don't know if I ever would have did that. I probably would have just been like, oh man, just go. Just
Yeah,
do
just
it.
go do swim lessons.
Yeah,
We're at
because
home, we comfy.
I
Just go
was
do the swim lessons.
I was more inconsiderate when we had more help. And
Hmm.
that's a thing as a man I can come out and say, like, I didn't realize how important we were to each. I mean, obviously it's my wife, so I knew how important she was, but like you
Yeah,
really understand the
but
importance
it's just you two. Like,
of that
yeah.
time. It's like I need you. I
Hmm.
value you. I appreciate you. And I can see the same from her. And now I can't see it no other way. You know what I mean? Yeah, when we go out or do stuff, or if she be like, hey, go out with the guys tonight. But damn, I miss my wife. You know what I mean?
Right.
So um the important I say all that to say like it's importance and like getting to know each other because I'm far from perfect. Everybody's far from perfect. But when you have that sort of friendship,
Hmm.
then the imperfect things can be worked through because suddenly all your issues don't bother me as much because I understand you and where you're coming from, you know?
Yeah, yeah. And I think it's important to lay down that foundation. And I think, but that's also where so much of the shame came from. Because I think from the get go, like I knew better. I
Yeah.
just didn't do better. I think that's why
You're
even
24. You're 24.
I was 24, right? That's why I relate so much to, I call her my sister. We're not sisters, but Pastor Sarah Jakes Roberts is my sister in my head.
Yeah.
And I just relate to her so much because she talks about that so just with everything of how, because she did get pregnant at
Mm-hmm.
13. And she was just like, I knew better. Like, I knew better. I just didn't do better. And like, when you don't, you're also just left like out into this like what do I do now, or
Mm-hmm.
even after she had her baby then she went and got married to someone else and she was in a toxic relationship. She was like, again, I knew better, like,
Mm-hmm.
and it had to come down to even just having her kids in the area of like viewing it, which I think that was a big thing for me when I was just like, I never grew up seeing my dad say anything crazy to my mom.
Yeah.
And it just was like, you can't let them grow up like this. And then there was one night, literally a month before KJ was born, it was in January. And I like sat up in my bed one night. I just sat up and it was like God was right there. And he was like, you have to go now.
Mm.
You don't, I'm not giving you, like, you have to go right now. And then even that, like it was such a long conversation. And like to this day, I still can't tell you, I didn't see anything. It just was like there.
You could just feel it.
And I could feel it. He was just like, you don't even pray with him. Like you like this just isn't your person. Like let it go. Like you have to
So
get out.
So you talk about like you felt shame and you felt embarrassed and you was disappointed in yourself, but then you went on and you made the decision to get married and you have this kid and you're away from the family. What like the mental aspect, like what is that like to where you have to now swallow your pride like, damn, I went through all of this. I tried to make it work. I
Mm-hmm.
knew it was wrong, but I still tried. Now I got to face the music of like I had a baby out of
Yeah.
wedlock and I got married to try and prove it. Now I was wrong in it. And now I got to own up to it, live with it, and move on. And I'm not home around my village. Is that where the Just Healing podcast came from? Is that where those emotions came from? Like what? Because like that's a lot. I cannot imagine. I cannot
Yeah.
imagine being without my wife. I
Yeah.
definitely cannot imagine being without my wife in another state.
Yeah. It was it was a lot of emotions, but I also realized that just being in that marriage, because I also had a second child
Mhm.
when we were married. And I realized that being just in that marriage, just how it made just my body feel. Like I felt sick all the time. My pregnancy was high risk randomly because they were like, your blood is weird. And I'm like, Nothing's ever been wrong with my blood. Like my first pregnancy was
Yeah.
pregnant, perfect. But just like noticing what it was doing to me. Well, number one, just with because like I feel like the emotional abuse was always there, but it was like very subtle. Like I would just be like, "You're kind of rude," like, or just like, "I don't like you because I don't like your personality." But
Yeah.
I didn't know that that was like the buildup of like emotional abuse, and I also think a big part of me felt like I was immune to being abused because I was like, I don't have daddy issues. Like, I know my
Yeah.
daddy. Like, my daddy treated me good. Like, I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
can't be me. Like,
Yeah.
this can't be. So I would always try to number one make excuses, like, oh well, he doesn't have a good relationship with his mom. He doesn't have a good relationship with his family. He didn't grow up good. Like, oh, my family can step in. My mom can be like your mom, and it's just no, no.
No, no, no. Because although it may not be his fault, it ain't your fault either.
Right,
And
it's not
and
my
you
fault either.
can't
Right.
and you can't like how much time are you willing to invest into that? Not and I'm just not just talking about you, just people in general. Like if somebody show you who they are, it's who they are. You know,
Yeah.
and you
Like, and
can't really
it is no changing it. And
Mm.
so I think even for me, so many times I would be like, I would just take the apology, like, oh, okay, just don't let it happen again. And then the next time it happened, it would be like, okay, well, just don't let it happen again. And it it got so bad, like when we got married, like even I want to say it was like a month after we got married, he was like, I really think we should I don't know if I can say this on your podcast, but I
You
feel
say
like
whatever you want on my
oh,
podcast.
okay.
What are you talking about? Yes.
Okay. No, when we first like it was a month in and he was like, I think we should invite in a third person.
Oh, I didn't know you was going there. Oh, no, you can definitely say that and you can continue, but I wasn't ready because you are my cousin.
Right. I wasn't ready either. And I
Okay,
was
so
like,
third
no.
party, third party.
I was like,
Okay.
no, I don't want to. I don't want to. Like I have no desires. I just didn't want to. And so, and I always like laugh because I'm like, if you would have caught me not married back in my like Scottsdale days, I don't know. I don't know. It was fair game. Okay. It was fair game back then. I don't know. I was making some risky decisions.
Jesus Christ.
Obviously, that was during the boat time. So I was
Yeah.
like, but but like now, like married, no, like I'm not doing that. And so then that like went on for months and months and months until then it turned into like, okay, well, since it's not that, can I just go do my own thing like on the side and still? And I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
Like, what part of no don't you understand?
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Well,
Um,
so one, um, when I post this, you're going to get a lot of male followers because they're going to say, so I'm
well, let me
sorry,
put
cousin.
this disclaimer out there. Okay, right now.
No,
No.
no. The answer is no.
The answer is no.
The
Like I
answer is no.
said, that expired probably uh-uh.
But
No.
there's a lot of different perspectives on marriage for different people because I know a lot of people who be like, hell yeah, I do that with my wife all day. Not
Hmm.
I do, but I will. A lot of people say that. I'm not one of them people. Like I married my wife for a reason.
Hmm.
So like one, my wife would not be about that. But also
Don't look like she. Mm-mm.
I don't want to see my wife be
Right.
like that. I don't want to that I don't that brings too much into your marriage. I just I'm cool.
Hmm. Yeah.
That's just my opinion. That is a pre-marriage thing.
I think it's a
You know,
pre-marriage thing.
that's just my point of view. And people
Hmm.
probably gonna look at me like that nigga tripping. But that's just me. That is a pre-marriage thing. I wouldn't even fix my face to say that to my wife. But that's another conversation because when you date somebody, they only will try what you allow them to try.
Hmm.
My wife made it very clear in certain ways, like, hey, I'm not okay with you saying that shit. So don't you
Right.
dare do it again. And then she wouldn't say those exact words, but her language,
Right.
her
But it
body
was like,
language,
you knew.
I'm not okay with you doing this. All
Mm-hmm.
right. You understand? You would not talk to me like that. And I'm like, all right, okay. I didn't mean it like that, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
And we've never had like that type of conversation with you having, but it's just there's certain ground rules that anybody, both parties, not just the wife, but husbands too. When you first get married, to certain things, or when you first start dating, to certain things, you have to just like, hey, I'm cool with a lot of things, but I'm not okay with that.
Not okay with that.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm not okay with you making the scene in public. That's a
Right.
pet. That's a pet peeve of mine.
Right.
We're not
Yeah.
doing that. We can talk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, don't do that. My wife knows that about me. She knows I hate it. If she really wants to get on my nerves, and she doesn't get on my nerves. She doesn't get on my nerves. But
It
if
does
she want,
not get on your
but if she
nerves.
ever, if my wife ever chose to be petty, she will purposely do that because she know it will really be a big get back. She always threatens me with it, like,
Yeah.
okay, eat my sandwich again, eat my last sandwich again,
And watch
and watch me
me
make a scene in public.
pause this scene right
Yeah,
here at this
yeah.
table.
But she got too much class. She wouldn't do that. Um, so for me, as a big cousin, and you know, we haven't had these type. I've learned a lot about you today because you know I always called you favorite, and you know, I feel good that we can have these talks, and we don't have to get on the camera to have these talks. You
No,
know
we
what I
don't.
mean? And it's not just us. I feel like siblings, cousins around the world should be able to sit down and just be able to open up and just be able to support each other, whether it's in their what they're trying to aspire to be, or just we grown now. Before it was just like we kids and we just enjoying being teenagers and all of that. But now it's like you going through a lot through life as an adult. I've been
Mm-hmm.
through a lot in life as an adult. We can learn from each other.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any questions in particular that you have for me?
Hmm. I guess like since you guys are in North Carolina, um, how do you, even though you have your time together, like how do you balance even just like how much time like Jackie spends with the kids or you, or you know, like just balancing those like because I think too both of us growing up with two parents in the household, like it's hard for me to subscribe to some of the like social media. This is how parenting should be. So like
Yeah.
how do y'all like balance, you know, like it all?
Yeah, so there's certain things. That's a great question. There's certain things that my wife loves to do, and there's certain things that I love to do. There's certain things that I'm great at, and there's certain things she's great at. So one, she works remote. She works during the day. So all summer when they weren't at school,
Mm-hmm.
that's daddy time. So like I'll let her work, and I'll either be playing the game with Champ, and Perry, my daughter. She loves her pocket. That's what she calls it, her pocket. She got to lay right here on my left side, and she laying right there. No matter what we doing, it's eating a snack, watching the iPad, or reading a book, cleaning her ears, all of those things. Anything involving daddy, as long as she's in the pocket, she's good. So during the day, I spend time with the kids and try and give her time to get her work done. And then at night, I used to go coach football, so I go to practice, and then that's when she'll have them. And then by the time they go to bed, we'll try and sneak a show or a movie in. It usually involves her falling asleep on it,
Mm-hmm.
but
But
we
that's
have
still that quality
it's that
time.
quality time, yeah. So we have set like Wednesday. We watch Wednesday together. I have my own shows that I watch. She has her own shows that she watches, but we'll try and sit together and just carve out time to watch whatever show it is we mutually watching. And then as far as dates go, that's the real hard part right
Yeah.
there. Now I have friends down here from like Cleveland that I grew up with, and Jack actually has gotten close with them. Shout out to Melissa; she's actually one of the creatives on the team here for Follow Suit. So they built a really good relationship, and they go hang out a lot. So Melissa sometimes will watch the kids, or other people will watch the kids, but that is the hardest part. We'll find like a random Wednesday, there's a spot called Duckworth's. Duckworth, you owe me a sponsorship for plugging you here.
It,
But on Wednesdays, Duckworth, they have kids eat free on Wednesday. So we'll do that and we'll go have a date night, but the kids just come with
They'll
us.
take
So
you. Mhm.
that's what we have. There's not much balance as far as us getting alone time, unless her parents who are retired, they come down a lot, so they'll come down, or whenever my parents come down. Yeah.
Yeah. And then another question is, I know, like Jalen has his kids, like you have your, like, since y'all, because we always say, y'all family, like I have a big family, but y'all family did everything together. Like I used to
Yes.
always be like, what would happen if I got in this family, in the family? What would happen? What would happen if nobody got to even know what any of that means? What would happen if I was in the family? I'm like, I don't know if y'all just do a lot.
It is a
Or,
lot.
we even will be in like we have like a selective cousin group chat, then we have a bigger cousin group chat. But like me, my sister, and Tashara, we have a group chat. Like that's just our group chat.
Yeah.
And anybody who sees this and gets mad about it, I
It
don't
is
know.
what it
That's
is.
that it is what
It
it
is
is.
what it is.
But we always used to like laugh with her, like, you gotta go with the McCains everywhere. Like football Sunday. I mean
Yeah,
every
it's a lot. It's a
if
lot.
something's going on, the family's doing it. So I guess my question is like, how do y'all make sure that y'all kids stay like connect? Because they don't have that. Obviously, y'all are in two different states, so they don't have that same right there
So
business.
technology is a beautiful thing. Every single night they are on FaceTime
Oh, I
with my
love
mom.
that.
Yeah, every
Okay.
night. Every night. My mom will call me every day.
Yeah.
My mom will call and be on my phone for 2 hours before she ever says hi to me because she's talking to her grandbabies.
Yeah.
I'll be like, hey ma,
I'm here
hey,
too. Yeah. That is
the
my life.
you're,
Hmm.
yeah, I gave you them, me and my wife.
Right.
So how you doing? But yeah, and then Perry, she the one. She like to call everybody. My daughter, she take my phone. Can I call grandma? And she go duck off somewhere. She go into the Facebook app because my mom and dad refuse to get an iPhone where you could just easily text or FaceTime the kids on their own.
Right.
Apple, I need a sponsor for this too.
Right.
Grandparents, when your grandkids have tablets and iPads, they can text you if you have an iPhone.
If you have an iPhone
If
or
you have
even
an
just
iPhone
an iPad.
or just an iPad, you
Yeah.
do that, and you can because Champ is he'll text you. It's people, uncles, everybody talk to Champ.
Yeah.
Perry is on the phone. Champ is texting. Yeah, but yeah, so just through technology and stuff like that, that's pretty much how we manage it. And then when we come home, obviously we there you go. You know what I
There.
mean?
Have them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Any
love
other
that.
questions you have for me?
What is it like being a girl dad?
Oh, well,
Because I've
oh,
never been obviously, I'm the girl. So I've
yeah.
never been on the girl side, but I know I used to get on my daddy nerves. Like, I
So
know that for a fact.
yeah, it's tough. I will never say she gets on my nerves because
Mhm.
that would hurt her feelings, and I love her too
Right.
much.
Right.
Cause that's my baby, and she shares my name.
He never
Uh,
told me.
yeah, but it's tough because my son was the firstborn, and
Hmm.
I can be a little tough on him, and he, he'll remind me too, like, Dad, you don't got to say it like that. And you know me, I'm very sarcastic, so I never intentionally say things to um like offend him or anything like that.
Right.
But my daughter, I can't raise my voice. I can't even say, "Dude, what are you doing?" Because she's like, "I'm not a dude. What are you talking about?" And so it's um it's the best thing in the world because it reminds me to love at all times because she's very like affectionate. She wants hugs
Hmm.
consistently, and it's an eye opener. It makes me be more patient with um my son, more patient with
Hmm.
myself, more patient with my wife, more gentle in all aspects. Because there were certain things I might not have saw that my wife used to probably be like, Perry, why are you like this? But
Right.
then Now I have a daughter, and it's like, okay, I'm sorry, babe, I'm sorry, I apologize. That's my
Mm-hmm.
fault. So it's the best gift ever. But
It
so
is
is
the
being
best.
a dad's a son's what is it, a boy dad. So is being a boy
Boy,
dad as
dad.
well.
Yeah,
Champ,
I
when you
feel the
see this, don't get
same.
offended. Yeah.
Like I always knew I wanted a girl.
Hmm.
Like, and I used to be the one to be like, I don't want a boy. Like, do not give me no little boy. I don't know what to do with no little boy. Don't give me no little boy.
Yeah.
KJ, being a boy mom is different. It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
different. Like, it is so different. Um, and then I want to know when when you guys decided to move to North Carolina,
Hmm.
did you decide to move there like this is where we're staying? Or do you think like you guys will ever be like, you know what, we should go here or we should go here? Since like neither one of your family, you know how sometimes people move
Yeah.
somewhere because their family's there.
Yeah. It was nobody here.
Right.
So when we,
Was
so
it random?
me, no, no, no.
Was it
I was
turn up?
working. I was working in corporate, and I got an opportunity to come down here. And Jack, actually, my wife, she used to come down here and take, because she's the only child. So her and
Mm-hmm.
her mom used to take girls trips down here. And because we have a close relationship, my wife used to always say, I would love to live in Charlotte one day. I love Charlotte. It's just, it's nice. It's a cute city. She used to always randomly say that. So when the job opportunity came up, I randomly was like, hey, what's your dream place to live in again? And she's like, Charlotte, wow. I'm like, well, we'll probably be living there in a year. And she's like, shut the fuck up. Or she didn't say that, but she's like, shut up. I'm like, no, for real. This is, if you really want to do it, this is the opportunity. And with me, I never do anything that, and you know this about me, I never do anything that I wouldn't like take seriously and like try to really go all in. Everything I do, I go all in on. So um, when we moved, obviously you got to see how it is. But when we moved, I never thought like I'm coming down here for 2 years and coming back. It's like
Coming back, yeah.
we're moving to Charlotte. I love it here. It's a lot of opportunities here. I've met great people. I have had a lot of growth. I love Cleveland. I love the family. I love to say and represent that I'm from Cleveland, but there's a different type of growth and maturity that I've had as a person individually and as a husband. I've grown a lot since being down here because I got to understand like my importance to my family, like how much they really value and need me, and how important they, I mean, obviously, you know, like your wife and kids are important,
Right.
but when it's just y'all, it's like a different thing. Like
Yeah.
my kids react very differently when I come home. It's like they ain't seen me in years every time I come home. And like,
Mm-hmm.
and my wife is always like flirting with me and stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'm kind of all right, you know.
Yeah. I'm big out
So
here in these North Carolina
yeah,
streets.
so I love that. And so no, I appreciate all of those things that it's done for me. Obviously with like grandma passing, it makes it hard because I I wasn't living there. So
Mm-hmm.
transparently, it's hard to go back to Cleveland because when I go back to Cleveland, every time I get there, it's like me finding out she passed again for the first time
Mm-hmm.
all over again. Or
Yeah.
even my granny, my dad's mom. I lost both of them since moving down here. So every time I go home, it's like, damn, but that's right, they gone. So it's that aspect of it. So yeah.
Yeah. I can see that.
Um
I have to come visit Charlotte. I've
you
never
do.
been.
You do. We will
Never
eat
been.
good. We will eat good. Last question I have for you. If there was one narrative that you can change about the black culture, what would that narrative be?
The narrative I would change about the Black culture is that Black people don't support each other. I think Black people are one of the biggest supportive groups of people. Like
Hmm.
whether it's to Black people, whether it's to white people, like they're just a
It's
supportive
love.
group. Yes, it's
Yeah.
always love. And but I also feel like not only is it always love, I just feel like I always hear like Black people never support Black people. And I'm like, that's not true. Like I get so excited when I find find out like a brand,
Yeah, yeah,
or if
yeah,
it's like a new makeup brand, I'm like, there is black on. Like you just
yeah,
get so excited. Or just even like as someone who obviously is almost divorced in 17 days. Um Even when I see like videos of like the Black Love pages and all, like I get so excited. Like I'm just like love to see it. Like
yeah,
love to see the Black families. And so I just think it's like one of those things where people say it. I don't know what it makes them feel when they say it, but I just don't think it's true.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. Because we support we support the hell out
yeah,
of black owned businesses.
yeah.
It's only when a business is not professional where we like, I'm cool on that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Which even then sometimes can get a little shaky because I specifically can remember calling like open pit back home
Oh.
and they'd be like, open pit, hold on. And I'm gonna hold on. Because I want the food. Like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
for
like,
sure. The
you're
food gonna
super
be yeah,
rude, but I
yeah.
want the food.
I need that.
Um yeah, I think I need that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I would say. What would
No,
you
that a narrative that I would change. Dang, nobody ever spent it and asked me that.
say?
No, it's okay. A narrative that I would change is that we're not present in our kids' lives. We
Mm-hmm.
we are very I know a lot I know a lot of great black fathers. I know
Yeah.
a lot of
I do
great
too.
fathers and I know a lot of great fathers in general, but I know personally like I know a guy, man, Marv, shout out to you, Marv. I know we ain't super close, but like Marv, I seen my guy. He's a single father. He raised his kid. His son recently graduated from high school, and he raised him alone. He was a
Yeah.
single father. So and I know plenty more like that. So I just commend and I just wish we can change that narrative that like black men don't love their kids or don't take care of their kids. It is some out there, but that's not the mass majority. So I wish we can change that narrative.
Yeah. I
And
agree. I feel like it's just like how people say black people don't support. I feel like it's overlooked so much that it
mhm.
becomes like, oh, black fathers aren't present. I think even recently, not that I've been dating, but the men that I have encountered,
Yeah.
they are they are fathers,
Hmm.
and I love like their even just co-parenting setup where it's just like you're still making sure you're present, like these, it's not just like visitations
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah,
mom's packing up, because I pack bags when they leave, I pack like clothes,
yeah,
but to know that like your child has a room at your house, like you're literally just picking up from school, and then when they're with you they don't know anything else but dad because you're being a present father.
yeah,
And so yeah, I definitely think that is a narrative that just, and I don't know how, like it hasn't, because I think even with social media, like you see it all day, every day.
yes,
You see black fathers
all
like
the time.
being very present. So I don't know. I think it's just one of those that people don't want to change the narrative on.
Yeah, yeah,
So it just stays.
yeah. No, I agree. I agree, and that's why with the show, that's why I like to highlight these things because the title is "Follow Suit." Because I feel like as a culture, we've been dealt a bad hand, and they expect us to follow suit, but we trying to change the narrative of that. So, little cousin, I appreciate you. It was great to talk to you. We got to talk more offline, and you got to come visit, and I got to come to. I ain't been to Dallas yet, so we got to make that
You
happen.
gotta come to Dallas. I
I
love
do. I
Dallas.
know. I bet.
And my cousin Tramel, who lives there, he was actually here, and he had came for work, and
Mhm.
me and my sister convinced him to bring his two kids. So it kind of was like camp. It was like camp for them. And so
Yeah.
they got to hang out with K-Dot and KJ. And then he like went to work. So yes, you have to come.
Yeah. We can definitely make that happen. I would like to say a big thank you to our sponsors, Oak Lord Distilling, and then also Gold Level Spirits for the drinking glasses. As always, we shoot live out of the Charlotte Podcast Studio. Jazzmin, I appreciate you. I love you. You
I
guys have a
appreciate
good one.
you, and I love you too.
All right, I'll talk to you.